Hello everyone, I'm Celsius. Nice to meet you here again. Today I would like to show you a very impressive, very interesting car. Now I'm in the cabin yet because it is very cold outside now. The temperature outside is just 7 degrees Celsius and with a very strong high wind. I'm now not in Taiwan, I'm now in Beijing and it is late of November. It's very cold outside. But today when I get this car and I feel very impressive. First, you can see the seatbelt take in the red. Yes, it's a sports car and it's a very famous sports car built in here in Beijing in China. Yeah, you can see, except the seatbelt, the seat is very sporty and it got a character called Ultra. Yes, it's an ultra sports car. And you have any idea any sports car built in Beijing here in China mainland have the name, have the Ultra at the name for the sports car? Yes, I think you got it. Today we would like to show you the very famous, the latest sports car built here in China, Beijing. We'll introduce you a Xiaomi SU7 Ultra. Yep, as I remember, the Xiaomi brought the SU7 Ultra to Nürburgring and get a very impressive record. Maybe the fastest electric car ever built in the world. Well, I'm not very well known at the sports car, but I know it is very famous car, and such timing in Nürburgring is very impressive. So people may think, how could Xiaomi take such car, get such high grade, high value? What's going on with that? To me, I'm confused about the company of Xiaomi because when the Benz invented a car called patent in 1885. The automobile got invented over than 130 years. And we can track back the history of the automobile. There's no any brand who was founded by the cell phone or some items in your house and go into the market as well as a car manufacturer. But Xiaomi did it. If you get the thinking, you can remember that around 20 years ago, the Apple would like to build an Apple car, but Apple got given up because they think it is impossible. But Xiaomi did it, and Xiaomi never built any car before. They just built some very exquisite cell phone or many exquisite small items you can use in your house. How could Xiaomi take a very first car and get such high reputation? I'm always curious about that. And there's another very interesting fact. I ever drove the Xiaomi automobile, but not SU7. For me, my first Xiaomi driven is YU7, and when I drove the YU7, I feel very surprising. I couldn't believe that Xiaomi never built any automobile, no matter gasoline car or electricity car. I'm so surprised because YU7 is the second car produced by Xiaomi, and it got the similar exterior and interior with this SU7. But when you're driving, you can feel it is very interesting car. For me, I'm a gasoline car lover, so I have not much interesting in electricity car because I think electricity car is just like play a video game. It is not real. When you hit the gasoline, when you take your handling, when you get the gear shift, you just send the signal to the computer. It is not traditional mechanism. No, not at all. So I like Tesla, but I don't like to drive it for fun. I don't like drive for daily. I can drive Tesla or such electricity car temporarily, but not daily. Well, when I drive YU7, I would like to drive it daily, no matter weekday or weekend, because such car is very impressive, very interesting. I'm so surprised. How could Xiaomi build such car so definitely pleasure? Oh, I'm so surprised. Today, I also get the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra. I have to say, I never drove Xiaomi SU7 before, but when I drive the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra, I was impressed again, and I'm impressing now as well as that. So, how could Xiaomi get such impressive car? I will try to figure it out with this Xiaomi SU7 Ultra. Okay, SU7 Ultra is the top sportiest car in the SU7. That's definitely when you see the cockpit or this interior, you can see there are many characters with to do with the sport. For example, the handler. The handler just looks like F1 handler. It got carbon fiber right here, and it got many push button right here, and even drive mode change was built in the red button. It just inform you, please do not touch it. Please do not touch it before you get ready. Yes, and we got many carbon fiber, and even the sports seats got Alcantara. And if you see the back of the front seat, there's still another carbon fiber built right here, and we still got the full-size moonroof right here. That's very interesting. And we got an Alcantara A-pillar inside, and we got Alcantara roof as well as at the doorknob with the carbon fiber decoration. When you sit right in, you will get the battle mode from this car, and you will try to battle as well as the interior shows. But I have to say, the performance for electricity car is totally different from the gasoline car. If you want to drive a hyper sport gasoline car, you still need to wait some time. Even you drive the McLaren F1, you have to hit gasoline pedal with around 1 second or 2 seconds, and you will feel the strong horsepower comes from your back because it is mid-engine. But when you drive the electricity car, when you hit the gasoline pedal, you will soon get the very impressive power out. And there is no power peaks or drop when you drive electricity car. It is still full of power, no matter you get the very first or the very end. So I am curious if the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra could get a very impressive power. I ever drove the Tesla Model 3, and when I hit the gasoline, maybe the electronic pedal at the end, they got a very maybe scary power out. How about Xiaomi? I have to say, I am not there to try its limit, because this car got 1000 brake horsepower, and this car just get the limited off. So it is pure 1000 horsepower right now, but I don't want to try to show you how about 1000 horsepower driving like, because that is too dangerous. Okay, before we show you how it's driving, let's take a look about the exterior. But I have to say, I am reluctant to get outside because there's 7 degrees Celsius outside with very strong high wind. But this car got the same handsome, the same exquisite, no matter interior and exterior. Let's take a look about the exterior. Okay, let's get out. Woo! Woo! Oh, it is so cold, and it got very great at the NV edge because they got a twin layer of the glass. Certainly, it's sports car, so they got a frameless at the door at 4-door. Okay, this is the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra. They got maybe McLaren with Porsche with Lincoln at the exterior. Many people say the front headlamp is just the same as the McLaren or the Porsche, but I think that's not a big problem because people would like to get a car with a sports car exterior. And actually, the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra got many aero parts different from the normal Xiaomi SU7, such like the front, the very exaggerate front air dam, and a very big alloy wheel with a very big caliper with the paddle right here, and the very big disc brake as well as that. And we got the carbon fiber side skirts as well, and we also got a normal rear. Actually, they can option for a big rear wing, but not for standard. And also we got the back air dam with very exquisite aero kit style. If you take a look about this car, you will think, okay, it's a sports car, but you can't imagine it got 1,000 brake horsepower. It is a powerful car, but not as the power of this car is much more than you can imagine about that. And also Xiaomi got a very interesting in its color. Actually, most of the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra sold here in China mainland got a very special color because people would like to show off. Hey, take a look about that. It is a Xiaomi SU7 Ultra. So I ever saw this car here in Beijing or in other China mainland with such deep dark green or yellow or red. That's very interesting is that the white, blue, and the black, such Xiaomi SU7 Ultra is very rare because people would like to buy this car for show off. And actually this car is not very expensive. It's much cheaper than people expected. For example, the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra standard version will cost you around 0.5 million renminbi. It's very cheap because people would guess. People guess it. The car should be sold at around 0.8 million renminbi, but actually they got 0.6, less than 0.6 million renminbi here in China mainland. I have no idea if this car goes on board, how would that cost? But actually, if you can pay such price with 1,000 brake horsepower, oh, that's very high cost per value, doesn't it? Yeah, so such car got very big hit here in China mainland. Even now it is very hot, no matter if you want to rent a car or get a second-hand market. Such car is very hot. So I never got a chance before today to drive such SU7 Ultra. Today I get this chance, so I would like to share with you how this car drives like. Okay, let's take a look about this car, and later we will get into the battle mode. No. I like to battle. I just want to take a very easy test drive here in this parking lot. Okay, before we get into the driver's cabin, let's get back seat, because the back seat is still a very interesting way to show off. When you buy a Xiaomi SU7 Ultra, you will take a very great show off to your friends, and your friends will ask you, can we take a joyride? You will say yes. So Xiaomi also get a very exquisite cabin, such like here. If you sit in the Xiaomi back seat, you can see this carbon is full of right the back of the seat. Whoa, that's very exquisite. And as well as the back door knob will get a carbon decoration with the Alcantara decoration right here. And even the back seat of the air conditioner still got the carbon decoration right here, and certainly the seat belt at the back seat is also got the red colored. That's very interesting. So if you want to take a joyride with your bad friends, just take the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra. The bad friend will take a very envy. Oh God, I want to get one as well as you got. Okay, how does car drive like? Okay, let's take a joyride with this Xiaomi SU7 Ultra. Okay, let's take an easy drive with that Xiaomi SU7 Ultra. But I need an assistant to help me to take the camera right here. So please wait a second. Okay, let's ask my friend to take the camera for me to take the photography. Let's get on. Okay, just get on. Get in. Okay, please get the back seat and hold my camera. Alright, when you sit in the Xiaomi this car, please buckle up. That's very important because such car get very impressive horsepower. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Certainly, we just got a very easy test drive of this car. I would like to show off of the performance of this car because it is very, very strong, very powerful. And I have to say, such handler is very, very great, very impressive. I love this handler. I like this one. Okay, I don't like to hit the gasoline pedal too much because such car is very fast. Even you can call it the monster. If you take a daily drive, that's no problem. You just feel the chassis, the suspension's got a little bit tough. But that's okay, that's acceptable. And if you want to drive with a joyride, certainly you have to take the regulation as well as your local law, and you can feel this car is a pure sports car. Well, it's not the same as the gasoline engine take you the hyper rev, the sound comes from the engine, but you can feel the high performance comes from the chassis, comes from the battery. So such car is a very impressive speed machine, and I have to say, such car needs some patience. Such car needs some ability to handle it, because it is not an easy drive car. So for me, I own a BMW M5 with 400 brake horsepower, but I couldn't drive this car very well. I have to say, how about the limit of this car? I don't like to show off in this video because I get no confidence if I can drive this car very well and even control this car very well as well. So let's take a little bit just easy test drive right here to make a little bit of show off, because this is not my car. The car was borrowed from my bad friend. Okay, I know you will think, okay, such video is not very impressive. How about the performance of this car? I'm sorry, I didn't get very well driving ability to control this car. So please, if you want to drive such a sports car, please take your control, and please well known how can you control such a car. Don't just try to route to drive this car, because it will cause very dangerous and will cause some problem with other people. Please, that's no matter you drive the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra or other sports car, please take a look at that. Okay, that's the very easy video to show the Xiaomi SU7. Yep, I'm not a professional driver or the YouTuber to take the very detailed introduction of this car. I have to say, I'm so sorry, but I would like to share with you of this Xiaomi SU7 Ultra. How about you think about this car? Please drop your message in this video. I'm Celsius. Thanks for your watching and hope to see you again with other interesting car. See you. Bye bye.